the Masterverse, Masters of the Universe Revelation Teela. I picked up this figure from Shopee, from a store called The Good Place. Let's get her out of packaging. And here is Teela out of the box, and man, what a pretty figure. It is absolutely stunning. I didn't expect it to be this nice. The entire sculpt is great. Plastic quality is amazing. The head sculpts, both head sculpts are actually pretty nice. I'll show that off closely in a little while. But overall, what a fantastic looking Teela figure. And it has a modern take on it, which I really like. And I wish they could have kept her in this uniform for most of the duration of the film. It felt like this was really her signature look, and this is what really endeared her to fans back in the old show. And Revelation kind of just really gave her a new look, and which was also a terrific look. It was a look of very strong, very independent, and very confident warrior, I should say. For the show, and it was a great story arc, but anyway, it's neither here nor there. But looking at this figure, wow, I'm so glad Mattel released this version of Teela for the Masterverse. It really looks terrific. Okay, let's take a closer look at some of the details. She does come with her sword. The sword is actually painted very nicely. It's sort of like it's a glossy kind of metallic silver. I don't know how to explain it. It's like they painted it in very metallic silver, and they put a top coat, clear coat on it to make it look glossy. So very cool. Hilt handle made of this yellow gold plastic. Just amazing details on the sword. The shield, very reminiscent of her old 80s action figure shield with the studs and all that, but done also in gold instead of red. The figure came packed with an open hand, but I felt that, well, I actually found out that the sort of semi-clenched or semi-gripped hands, left hand, actually fits the shield better. This one, if you use this hand, the shield just loves to fall down, and it doesn't stay in place. So this is the better hand. But if you're trying to pose her without the shield, I think this is the better hand because it has a karate chop, or I do like this one for posing her without the shield. Okay, now she does come with one more extra hand, which is a fist, which is pretty cool. Okay, head sculpt. This is the classic looking Teela, the 80s looking Teela. And then here is the Revelation Teela. Both head sculpts look great. They're painted beautifully. Glossy lipstick, nicely painted blue eyes. There's a wash on the hair. The tiara is painted nicely. Very cool. Okay, and then the tunic or armor painted in gold. Has some air bubbles here and there, but I do love the paint that they used. It's really nice. And white plastic, ivory white plastic, very nice. Okay, and then she's got her boots, and underneath, it's interesting they put gold underwear for her. Maybe it would have been nice if they used white plastic. That would just match the tunic instead of have it being gold, and you know, it's looks more like mustard than gold, so it's a little off. I wish they were white plastic, but I'm sure that's an easy fix for some customizers. Articulation for the figure, she's got a double ball jointed neck, ball jointed upper torso. The shoulders go in and out, forward and backward 360. Yep, nothing frozen. Bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbow joints. Wrists can go in and out and swivel for all fists. She's got ball jointed hips. Do the splits, forward and backward. I was posing this figure, I was very careful. I didn't want to go over the top with a lot of the poses because I didn't want the skirt, which is made of soft PVC plastic, to just be deformed with all the poses. So it kind of sucks that you're limited to just spread out poses for the legs, or just a little a little bit of a lunging pose, but you can't really do some dynamic poses with the legs because there's that worry and fear that the tunic, the lower skirt, will get deformed, and I don't want to risk it because it is literally next to impossible to acquire this figure for a good price. Okay, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, a little bit tight on the top joint, but once you pop it out, it'll become easier. Pinless knee joints though. She's got a calf swivel, ankles can go up and down, and have the rocker tilt. For comparisons, here she is with Evil-Lyn. And she's actually much taller than Evil-Lyn. They all look the same height because of the headdress of Evil-Lyn, but she's, look at that, the shoulders are higher. Head, even though she's got her hair up, Teela's a little bit taller by 1/4 centimeter to 1/2 centimeter of Evil-Lyn. But I do like having both of these ladies in the collection because this is the reason I bought this Evil-Lyn, and I'm trying to get the Dark Lyn version of Masterverse Evil-Lyn, but it's just so expensive and it's sold out at the moment, so we'll have to wait and see if I do get that. But as far as the other version of the Teela, I'm going to wait for that one on super clearance because there's a ton of those on the pegs and the shelves at Toy Kingdom and Toys R Us. No one's really buying that figure, so I'll wait for that one to go on super clearance. But for now, I'm happy to have these two, as, you know, these are my favorite characters. He-Man, Skeletor, Evil-Lyn, and Teela. Those are the top 4 favorites, Masters of the Universe. And then you need Man-at-Arms, Battle-Cat, we're gonna need Fisto, Stratos, and all that, but they come in later. These were the priorities, and I'm so glad I was able to find Teela. Some final thoughts on this Masterverse Revelations Teela in her classic uniform. I love this figure. I mean, great paint apps, great details, great sculpt. It's just a pain to find and buy for a good price, but once you have it, man, it's all worth it. The figure is going to get a 10 out of 10. Definitely a must-have for all of you Masterverse collectors. Just don't pay too much for it. I reckon, you know, $50 I think should be the price ceiling. If you really want it so bad, I guess you could go as high as $60, but don't pay more than $60 for this figure. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this Masterverse, Masters of the Universe Revelation Teela in her classic uniform. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.